Your eyes are much worse, Tula.
Isn't that to be expected?
You've got to go to Boulder. You've got to see the specialist that I told you about, and you've got to do it now. You might be going blind.
Why don't you just say it? It's inevitable. It's a bitter pill, but it has to be swallowed.
How do you know that if you won't see a specialist? There's a chance.
If I don't go, how long will it be?
Tula! Anyone home?
Do you know what that was?
No.
No, of course you don't. That was the great blue heron. Here, on my property, a welcome guest. Invited, unlike some.
Aunt Tula?
The Ogallala Sioux believed that the heron was an omen, a harbinger of change. Perhaps death. What are you all doing here?
Billy and David have been trying to call you for several days. They thought perhaps you were...
Dead? Oh, no such luck. I turned off the ringer on the phone, and it's perfect now. I can make all the calls that I want and still remain undisturbed. Or so I thought.
This is my job, Mrs. Jeters. It's what a social worker does. Your niece and nephew were worried about you, so they asked me to come here and check on you.
They're not worried. They're waiting.
Aunt Tula, we just wanted to come visit, you know. Isn't that what families are supposed to do?
We worry about you, Aunt Tula, living out here all alone.
It's her job to be nosy. What's your excuse?
If it's a matter of paying the phone bill, can you just go and check the phone, please? She needs help, Billy. I just started to evaluate Tula. I have to see that she is incapable of properly caring for herself before I can make any recommendations about moving her into a retirement home or assisted living.
The phone's fine, perfectly fine. You must have dialed the wrong number.
Aren't you gonna invite us in? We came all this way out here to visit with you.
No! Don't run over my roses when you leave.
Don't you see? Tula can't possibly save this place. I mean, it takes a lot of money and a lot of hard work to preserve this sort of treasure. I'll look into it, Billy.
I do so enjoy your family's little visits. I find them so stimulating.
This is something different.
That's what you said last time, Hank.
Would you stop calling me Hank? What happened to Daddy? Or Pop? Or Father? You're wearing lipstick again, aren't you?
Been wearing it since New Mexico and you didn't notice. I put it on in New Mexico and you're just now noticing it in Colorado. I truly do not see it. I told you so. Looks real nice. Be on your best behavior, okay? better when I do it. Hello in there? My name is California Ford, Callie for short. I'm having some trouble, and I could use the assistance of a kindly-hearted person. My dear old dad injured himself while trying to repair a car. That's my dear old dad. He burned his hand real bad on the car's radiator. He needs something to keep it from blistering.
Aloe vera.
Ma'am? To tell you the truth, I gotta go to the bathroom. My grandma says a lady never goes in the bushes. Could I possibly...
All right.
Thank you.
To the left. Don't leave the light on. Aloe vera. This plant right over here with the pointed leaf. Just break one of the leaves off.
Sorry to bother you, ma'am.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. Here.
I took the liberty of borrowing your phone, ma'am. Don't worry, I call collect. I told Mama that the car was as dead as the doornail, Daddy, and that we wouldn't be home for some time.
And what did your mother say?
And she said she loved us, like always. Daddy, I'm hungry.
Well, I guess I better get this little lady something to eat. Get that car working. They didn't name me Henry Ford for nothing. Shouldn't lie like that about calling your mother.
She was one tough old nut to crack, eh? Here, have a tomato.
Well, Mr. Mayor, I think everyone here knows how I feel about these grand plans that have been put before us for the past month or so. Golf courses, mini malls, and the like. And I know I'm in the minority. But I will not give up raising my voice against these plans.
Thank you, Clyde. Billy?
Now, our town needs to grow in order to survive. We've got lots of reasonably priced land. We've got good schools, low property taxes, lake frontage. But for people to want to move somewhere, they have to have places to go and shop and eat and recreate. Now, Summersville, down the road, is already way ahead of us. They have 2 hotels, 4 movie screens, and 3 new restaurants.
And traffic. They got traffic.
Our town is in the perfect position for us to grow and to prosper.
Seems that you and Dave here have this all figured out. Maybe we should just disband city council and make you 2 dictators for life.
Clyde, whether you understand it or not, Cumberland needs new jobs, new housing, malls, a golf course.
Nobody since the beginning of time ever needed a golf course. I think we'd all be better off with one less mall in this country. You're all sheep. Can't you see you're being led? The Jeters have more to gain than any of us. They stand to make a fortune.
Well, it seems that everybody thinks you're just going to up and sign over your house to Billy and Dave.
Just so.
Yeah. Of course, Clyde gave him a little there last night, for a while anyway.
Oh, good old Clyde.
But that didn't keep him from voting overwhelmingly to go ahead with the development plans that Billy and Dave put before the council.
Counting their chickens before they're hatched.
But you wouldn't know that by the way they carried on there last night. I'm telling you, Tulin, and listen to me. Now, your niece and your nephew were determined to get your house and your land.
First of all, they are not my niece and nephew. They're the captain's. And they have to come through me first, don't they? I sometimes feel like the whole world is waiting for me to die, or become helpless, or go crazy. And I am not about to oblige them.
Does that mean you're ready for me to call that specialist?
Come on, Hank, it's your break. I think I've taken enough of your money for one day.
Well, aren't you the gentleman? Billy Jeters.
No doubt the queen of real estate around here. Henry Ford, my friends call me Hank.
Just passing through?
Aren't we all?
You staying around here or in Somersville?
Well, I'm just outside of town. Sort of trying on the place for size.
Seen anything you like so far?
I like the vision I'm having right now. You don't exactly seem to fit the Cumberland mold.
Now, what would that be?
Country, but in a good way. Slow summer days, skinny dipping at the watering hole. Dances at the VFW hall on chilly winter nights. Now, you strike me as more sophisticated than life a town like this would offer.
So tell me, Hank, you got any plans the rest of the day?
None that come to mind.
Maybe you wouldn't mind letting a sophisticated woman like myself take you for a drive?
I was just gonna ask you for a ride to that swimming hole.
Yeah, get in. I'll see if I can do you better than that.
Sorry if I startled you. Hank is really good with motors. But we need some parts and we don't have any money to buy them. I'm here to see if I can do some work or something to make some money.
Maybe you should call your mother again and tell her about the additional delay.
Well, to tell you the truth, I kind of lied. I didn't call her at all yesterday. In fact, we don't know where she is. She left a long time ago. I tossed and turned all night over it. Of course, it might have been the mosquitoes.
Where did you sleep?
In the car. We do that sometimes.
Well, I think maybe I could find some peanut butter and jelly in the cupboard. Why don't you follow me and help me find it, all right? Oh, here's aloe vera. Very good for mosquito bites.
Gosh, does this stuff work on like everything?
You know, I knew all along that you didn't call your mother.
Yeah, Hank wasn't happy with me lying to you and all.
Why do you call your father Hank?
They just asked me to see if you'd be interested in selling the place. Don't shoot the messenger. Tula, I'm not on anyone's side here. I'm just trying to do my job.
How old are you?
28?
I've lived in this house longer than your entire lifetime. She's beginning to hurt a little bit here and there like me, but she is sound and solid.
This place is too big to care for all by yourself.
Well, I could take an ad in the paper for a boarder. Someone to help me out around the property. Do the things that I can't get to.
Are you sure a stranger living with you is a good idea?
Oh, they wouldn't have to live here. There is a guest house. I think I see the two perfect strangers for the job. All right, you may stay here under the following conditions. I want you to evaluate this car and advise me in detail what it would take to get it running again. Room and board, $100 cash.
That sounds fair enough.
They ain't naming Henry Ford for nothing.
How long has it been since you started this old relic?
Winter. Before last.
He can easily do it.
All right. I will show you where you're going to stay.
Is it in the house?
No. If things work out, I am willing to pay an extra $40 a day for help with odd jobs. All right, here we are. Okay. All right, breakfast is at 7 a.m. sharp. Good night.
Good night.
Night.
You hear that, Callie? We got a place to stay for a bit. $100 for the car, 40 a day for whatever else she has in mind. I know it's not much, but at least we got a place to stay for some time. Sometime indeed. Breakfast is 7, my lady.
This would make the perfect place for your women's center. It's been for sale for ages. I'll explain to the owners how the tax write-off works, and I just know we can get it donated.
I can't tell you how much this would mean.
Oh, it's the least we can do. It's just so hard to see these women out there without a place of their own, especially the older ones.
So how did it go with Tula?
We had a nice visit, I think. She's getting her car fixed.
Why does she need her car fixed? Can she even drive?
Well, she's decided to take on boarders. A man and his little girl.
Boarders.
Henry and Callie Ford?
Whoa. Are we talking about Hank Ford?
Ever since her husband passed, Jula's had a hard time keeping up with the place. I think this could be a great way for her to get some help.
Help?
She's determined to give it a go. I will keep an eye on her until the end of my evaluation. So, let me know about the property as soon as you can. And I will get started raising the remodeling money.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming down.
Thank you.
So, you know this Hank fella?
I met him in town the other day.
You met him.
He was helping me put up a for sale sign, so I gave him a ride to show him the town.
Sightseeing with a drifter, huh? Nice.
My personal business is exactly that.
Tula thinks having some drifter and his kid bugging up with her is gonna stop me. She couldn't be more wrong. Callie.
Any luck?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
All right. This is a small bonus for a great learning experience. You now know how to can tomatoes.
Thank you.
You ready? Always remember, Callie, it pays more to use your brain than to bust your hump.
At least it made mine legal.
Nothing wrong with having skills, girl.
Shooting pool is not a skill, Hank. It's a game.
Games don't pay as much, skills do.
How much do the parts cost?
Huh?
For the car.
I think we might want to stay here for a while.
Jula? Are you home? Is Tula around?
She's out there putting out something for bluebirds, blue jays, blue somethings. Can I be of assistance?
Could you tell her that Jan Kyles came by? I need to talk to her about her niece and nephew.
Jan Kyles.
You sure have a peculiar way of handling yourself, Mr. Ford.
How's that?
Grown man like yourself, flirting like a schoolboy. But then from what I hear, schoolboys don't often drive aimlessly around America with their 10-year-old daughters.
No, I guess they don't, do they? Then again, the schoolgirls I knew when I was a boy never quite looked as good as you do now. I'll tell her you came by to see her. Miss Kiles, you do know you can come by to see me anytime you like.
You have a nice smile, Hank, but don't flatter yourself.
Never quite looked as good as you?
What? They didn't.
You better find another game with that one. She's a whole lot smarter than most.
Well, maybe that's a good thing. Eight ball, corner pocket. Every man gonna have a bad day.
You up, or you want to fork over the cash you owe me?
Evening, boys.
Billy. Beer?
You certainly know how to push his buttons.
You men really aren't that hard to figure out.
How's that so?
Why don't you ask your 8-ball buddy?
Is there something between the two of you I should know about?
The past is exactly that, Hank.
Well, if that's the case, do you think we should take another drive?
A one-track mind won't get you far in this world.
Doesn't seem to have done you wrong.
Cute. But I have a meeting tonight.
Morning.
Hey, it's gonna be a wonderful day, isn't it? Hey, listen, that's all right. I thank you kindly. I'll get it from here.
Well, you look at this.
Yeah, she's a real beauty, isn't she?
Well, I never.
Wow.
Is this a beaut or what? Hey, Henry Ford, you can call me Hank.
Yeah, Dr. Douglas Hamilton. Call me Doc.
Where did Miss Jeter's come up with this?
And believe me, Tula had nothing to do with the likes of this. No, that was totally the captain, her dearly departed husband's undertaking.
Hello? Mr. Ford? Mr. Ford, I said that breakfast was at 7. You're late.
Doesn't seem to be in that bad a shape.
Well, it shouldn't be. Most of our retirement funds are poured into it. It never ceases to amaze me how grown men get so excited about some rotting wood. He kept saying that he was just one breath away from sailing around the world. And then one day he just quit breathing.
Sounds to me like your husband was a man of vision.
He was a fool, Mr. Ford. Wasting all of his time working on this boat. Breakfast is served.
Don't let her kid you. She worshipped the ground the man walked on. He felt the same way about her. You ever feel that way about a woman, Hank? Well, nothing is the same once you do.
Sheriff, can you come here for a second? Take a look at this. who that is?
Your aunt?
No, fella with her. Find out all you can about him for me, will you?
Something wrong?
No, not yet. But I smell trouble.
Give me a day or two.
Now, assuming this guy has trouble, won't be too hard for you to find out now, will it?
Won't be too hard to find out, won't be too hard to take care of.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Come in. That was just a game. You know, adults play games too.
The other day, when I said I talked to my grandma, I just wanted you to know. I didn't call her collect. In fact, I didn't call her at all. It was kind of like a game, too. She died. But I do talk to her, you know. In fact, I do it all the time. Hank says it's quite normal to talk to a dead person. I've seen you do it with the captain before. Till we share something. We talk to dead people we love.
Well, I find that talking to the captain now, since he's gone, it's just more rewarding than it ever was when he was alive. In fact, I haven't lost an argument with him for over 8 years. Besides, I don't so much talk to the captain as I...
Vent?
Yes.
Venting is good. Well, I talk to my grandma when I have things that trouble me. Sometimes, I just need somebody to talk to.
You might try the man upstairs. He actually listens. You know, pray.
Hank? Hank?
Well, it's so simple. I got everything I need to get her ship shape right here.
I thought we weren't gonna cuss, Hank.
Do you have to keep calling me that?
Do grown-ups play games when they're alone?
You mean like, solitaire?
No. Like Blind Man's Bluff.
I can't imagine why anybody would want to do that.
Tula does.
It's probably just your imagination. What's this?
Number of days we were in each place. Give or take a few. Sometimes I forgot to mark it. You don't like it, do you? With me? Just tagging along?
You know, Callie, we're both doing the best we know how. Sometimes that's all there is.
I think Tula's in trouble. I think we need to stay here. Can we? Daddy?
Sure. Sure.
You always say that. You said we'd settle down, see? Richmond, Atlanta, New Orleans, Biloxi, St. Louis, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Fort Worth.
You don't understand.
No, you don't understand. You shouldn't say one thing and do another.
We go where the money is. It's as simple as that.
And I just get dragged along.
Make sure you're only pulling weeds. What's wrong?
Do you know what it's like to feel completely alone in the world? The feeling when one person in the world who's supposed to love you the most doesn't.
Oh, Kelly. You're not alone. Your father.
My father doesn't want me.
Oh, don't say that.
Wherever we go, I'm afraid to go to sleep. Because if I do, he may not be there when I wake up. I stay awake when he's at pool halls, bars, even when he's in the next bed. The only time I can sleep in peace is when we're on the road. I'm in the car. There's no way he can leave me.
Oh, dear. You know, love and life can be the most wonderful and awful things at the same time. You've just got to try to make the best of both, okay? Oh, baby.
She jogs in beauty like the night.
So you found the low point of Cumberland's social scene, the pool hall?
Some folks think of it like that. I like to think of it as a way to make some fast cash. When you got a kid and all, boy, you need all the cash you can get.
I want to show you something. This is what they used to call a hope chest. Silly old relic of the past. Asking you to take everything that makes up who you are and put it away in hopes of finding a man. And you get lost in his identity until the day he dies, and then you're left alone again.
Oh my gosh, that is a beautiful dress. My grandma was wearing a dress just like that.
Well, believe me, I was buried in this one too. My wedding dress.
You don't really mean that. Do you, Tula?
Oh,
No, not always. Truth is, we were a fine match. I just gave up too much, that's all.
Your daughter is something special. Do you know that it took me 6 months before Tula let me inside her house? Before that, I had to talk to her through an open window.
Yeah, Callie's one tough cookie. She won't take no for an answer.
Well, no isn't an easy concept for a kid to understand.
I love my little girl, but
You can't run forever. That little girl of yours is gonna grow up before you know it.
so here it comes, this speech about settling down.
Hank, you can't force someone to be tied to a place. You can only hope that they like the people there enough to put down some roots.
I always wanted to believe when I got to the right place, I'd know it.
You'll know it. I gotta finish my run.
Yours? I had it all. Once. We lived in Santa Fe. Had to leave in a hurry. She got left behind by accident.
Why don't you take her? She's not doing anybody any good in this old trunk.
Thank you, Tula. I promise I'll never leave her.
You're welcome. Okay, come on. Let's leave this old attic and do something fun.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, would you say you and the captain's marriage rated a 6?
I thought we were doing my hair, not 20 questions.
Just relax. Think of it as beauty parlor talk.
All right.
Whatever gets said here, stays here. So, not even a 6, huh? So, you fell out of love with the captain?
Oh, never. Never. It's just that he kept chasing one dream after another till after a while I just felt left behind.
I know how that feels. Absolute worst. Tank, he's home early. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go talk some turkey.
Why don't you let me talk turkey with your father this time? Mr. Ford, we had an agreement, Mr. Ford. For room and board and $40 a day, you have to accomplish certain things.
I'm just waiting for
Yes, I know that you're waiting for parts for the car. But that shouldn't hold you back from tackling some of the other things that I requested. None of which involve you and that boat.
Well, first thing in the morning, I will.
Oh, excuses, excuses. Let's talk turkey, Mr. Ford. See, first of all, the mailbox needs to be painted. The wood needs to be cut and split. And that is just the beginning of the list of things that I asked you to do the day before. If I were you, I would get cracking before breakfast because you are going to have a very long day.
You really seem to have Hank working away.
Oh, it's amazing what you can get done when you talk turkey to somebody.
How long's he been at it?
Since the sun came up, he didn't even stop for lunch.
I'm not so sure I want to speak to you right now.
Yeah? Why is that?
I don't think the warden and her assistant would be too happy to see me yapping and not working.
They are quite a pair.
You say that again.
They told me you didn't even stop for lunch.
Was afraid to.
You must be starving then.
Beyond.
Why don't you wash up, come by my place, and we can grab a bite to eat?
You asking me out on a date?
No, not really. I just thought that you might want a good meal and a chance to escape them for a while.
You got yourself a deal. I'll even pay.
Oh, Hank, I did the inviting, so I'll do the paying.
I like a free-spending woman.
I'll see you at 8.
So, you didn't come all the way out here to check the household improvements or fraternize with the help. Come on, spill it.
Billy wants to come by tomorrow and make a personal plea about the house and the land.
Okay, fine. You just bring her on. I'm ready. It's about time that I put an end to all that nonsense. Come on, Kelly.
Miss Kyles,
Yeah.
be careful of Hank. He says a lot of things that he doesn't mean.
I think I can handle him, Callie.
That's what I keep on telling myself, and look where it's got me.
Your hair looks lovely today.
Thank you. I decided to try something different.
Oh, I like it. Whoa. Slippery little devils, aren't they?
Now, where'd that blasted lemon go?
Hold up, wait a minute. I almost stepped on the little bugger. Look, I don't mean to be a pest, but have you given any thought to that specialist in Boulder?
What good would that do? We're only delaying the inevitable.
Oh, Tula. Now, we're all gonna die someday. Why don't we go up to the roof right now and jump off head first, get it over with? I just get so tired of hearing someone that I care so much about being so cavalier about. I know that you loved your husband, but it's been 8 years, Tula. Maybe I should have gotten that off my chest before now.
I had no idea that you felt that way about me.
That's the problem with being a gentleman. Congenial compliments, the ones from the heart, kind of get all jumbled up.
I don't know what to make of this.
You make of it what you wish, Tula. That's the way I feel. I'm gonna take a rain check on that lemonade.
So, this is the dinner rush, huh?
I'm sure by now you've realized that Cumberland has no mysteries.
I wouldn't say that. To mention mystery while you ask me to dinner.
Well, sometimes it's best not to ask questions and just go with the flow.
With the flow.
Yeah, the flow.
So where would this flow be taking me?
Oh, I can tell you where it's not taking you.
Where would that be?
Back to my place. At least not tonight.
Why do I have the feeling I have no say in any of this flow?
You see, Hank, you are a very perceptive man, and that is one of the things I like about you.
So you really do like something about me?
You're good looking, and you care about your daughter, albeit in the roundabout way that men care about things. But
what?
well, you're a bit of a player. And I want to see if I can trust you.
And you think I can give you...
Maybe, maybe not. But it's hard for a small town gal like myself to resist a dangerous stranger.
So I'm dangerous too.
Any man that a woman would let into her heart who can just up and take off one day is dangerous. That is the risk we run.
I wonder what you would think of me now, Captain. 8 years and not one bit richer or wiser. A little more broken down. A little further from our dream. But I'm gonna try to change that. I've got a man chasing me. So don't you even think of being jealous when I get my new look. I'm tired of living in the past. And I hope that you'll be happy for me.
Well.
You've got this place looking like $1 million.
Hello.
Hello, Hank.
Can't.
Well, when you finish with your work, why don't we go for another swim? Hank just loves to go down to that old swimming hole. So, Tula really wanted you here today?
Yes. And when we're done, Hank and I have a date. We're putting out bird feeders for Tula down by the river. You know, that little secluded spot with the trees?
Is that right, Hank? That little, secluded spot down by the river?
That's about the size of it, yeah.
Well, you two have a lovely time.
The watering hole, huh?
Tula said to thank you for coming. She has now agreed to see you.
Who does she think she is, the queen?
Doesn't she look lovely? We experimented with a lot of different styles.
Lovely.
I've asked you both to come here today to talk turkey. There comes a point in life where you have to quit looking over your shoulder and look straight ahead. At least that's what Dr. Phil says. I've chosen to live privately in my life for a reason. But things are going to change. I am not selling my house. I'm not letting anyone force me out of my house while I'm still alive. I have my own plans for my house. And I intend to have Mr. Ford and his daughter help me. So, you can tell your brother, the Chamber of Commerce, the Golf Course Planning Committee. Would you do that for me? And I'm not willing it to you either. Try not to have a cow.
This newfound independence may be very difficult for family members and friends to accept. I would suggest watching Oprah. It helps.
Just about got it. These things tend to be tricky.
You wasted half of it.
To go on with the flow. I hope this is the beginning.
How about a choice?
I hate it when you smoke. You could burn the whole place down.
The whole place is burning down. Don't you get it, Dave? All our dreams are burning down around us.
Tula's always been difficult, okay? Nothing's changed.
Oh, plenty's changed. She's got a little support group around her now. Just get him in with us or out of here.
Who?
Hank Ford, just get him in or get him out.
Look, Billy, he's nothing but a drifter, okay? Eventually, he'll just move on.
You think so?
Yeah.
Have you seen the house? It looks great. He's even dating the county social worker. This goes on a few more weeks and we'll never get her off that land.
Okay. Carla, Dave Jeter's here. Is the sheriff in?
That's it? For now, yes. You've proven that you are more than capable of caring for yourself and providing for the upkeep of your home. The county isn't in a position to deem you otherwise.
I would like to apologize for being so hard on you before. I realized that you were doing your job, and I understand that now.
I do this job, Tula, because I like helping people. Some just make it harder than others.
I'm so sorry.
I met your niece and nephew. You were feisty, all right, but I don't blame you. I'd fight for what was mine. I gotta run.
Sheriff, how much that drifter take you for anyway?
Couple of bucks.
You, interested in making it back by helping me out with something?
I'm listening.
Hey!
Hello.
I'm glad you two came by today. I just got approval from my boss to throw a charity auction for the Women's Center. I put together a list of donors who've given generously to drives like this in the past. Something wrong? Where did you get this? I just turned this report in this morning.
Where and how is not important, Miss Kyles.
Do you actually expect us to sit back while you and your drifter boyfriend get in the way of us taking what is rightfully ours?
What are you talking about? This has nothing to do with me or Hank. This is about Tula, and I see no reason why she should be moved out of her home.
This report came right out of your boss's office. You want to play hardball? Fine. It'd be very easy for me to pick up the phone and let him know what a, quote, wonderful job you've been doing.
Like letting a man and an underage girl, who obviously hasn't been in a formal educational environment her entire life, squat at an elderly woman's home?
First, it's summer, so Callie wouldn't be in school anyway. And second, you know nothing about Hank or Callie's past.
Is that so?
What's to argue? They were living out of their car before they conned my Aunt Tula into letting them stay in her guest house.
There was no conning going on. Tula invited them in.
Look at his record.
We'll give you a few days to think it over, Miss Kyles. After that, Dave will start making his calls.
Is he really gonna move up to Tula's house?
Sure, why not?
Weren't you the one that said you didn't like this place and we should move on?
It's growing on me.
Growing on you.
Hank, don't pout.
I'm your father. Start treating me as such.
Then you're gonna have to start acting like one.
Bought you a mess of trout.
Only 4.
Excuse me, I thought I'd start small and see where it got me.
I'm sorry. Thank you. Douglas, you're a smart man. Could you tell me something? Why is it that first the captain and now this Hank? What is it with this blasted boat?
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes I think a person can get all caught up in the fear of failing. So they put all of their time and effort into things that just don't matter. Like fixing up an old boat. Puttering on a car. Fishing.
Is that why the world is so full of dreamers?
Why the world is so full of folks who are just one step away from having everything they want.
That was the captain. He just couldn't risk failure in order to achieve his dream.
We all have our dreams, Tula. I've watched you for 30 years, and lately you've just been hanging on, just keeping out the world. Look, you can pretend as though you don't have a dream, but I know different. Instead of just hanging on, why don't you just let go? Just close your eyes. And just this once. Go for it.
Go wash up.
Excuse me, will you? I don't know if I can do that or not. What do you think, Sheriff? Can I do that or not?
I make it a point to know everyone in my town. Henry Clinton Aloysius Ford. Clinton Aloysius.
Well, my mother, she had a sense of humor, okay?
Well, I don't. Ford, you've been on the edge of trouble for 10 years now. Managed to cut a swath of complications all across the country.
Nothing too serious.
This is my town. And the folks here expect me to keep it nice and peaceful. Personally, I think you'd be saving us a whole lot of trouble if you just pick up and get out of here. But Billy and Dave Jeter have something they want to say to you first. And I strongly recommend you hear it.
By the mason jar, I can't take your word of credit. Gas money ain't no.
That was fun. This round's on me.
If you think you're coming here,
Have a seat. Thank you for coming, Mr. Ford. I was under the impression I didn't have much of a choice.
Tula says if you spend as much time doing the work she gives you as you do playing 8-ball or working on this old boat, this place would look like a national park by now.
What are you griping about? Thought you liked staying here, especially now that you're up in the house.
I'm not griping. Just passing a message along.
First, you don't want to stay here. Now, I swear it's like your little Tula nagging me all the time. I might want to leave sooner rather than later.
I don't want to stay here, Hank. I want to live here.
Well, I guess you don't need me then. You got everything you want right here. You got a place to stay. You got somebody to take care of you.
Don't say that.
What does it matter what I say or do? You want to stay here? We both know you'd be better off if you did.
But Hank, what if
You can't even call me Dad. Gosh, darn it! Why can't you all just leave me alone?
Hello up there? I'm in some trouble. I could really use the assistance of a kindly-hearted person.
Sheriff? Doc? Something on your mind? Doc, the drifter and his kid have got to go. Why would that be, Sheriff? I thought maybe you could reason with Tula some. Reason with her? You mean tell her to kick him out so Billy and Dave can swoop right in? That don't make this harder than it has to be. Don't try to talk to me like we're friends. You just go on back and tell those two vultures that things are changing for the better in Tula's life, and they're just gonna have to deal with it, that's all. All right, have it your way. But don't say I didn't give you the chance to make it easier. Is that a threat, Sheriff? No, Doc. It's not a threat. Good.
You're late, but at least you came. Now, isn't this nice? We can finally have some time together. You've been so busy. Things could be so much better for you, Hank.
You gonna be a part of that better?
Maybe. Maybe not.
You know, to be perfectly honest, Billy, I don't even know why I came here tonight.
But the important thing is that you're here, right? Did you have to sneak out behind the social worker's back? Oh. You did, so that's what has you so tense.
That's not what this is about, so let's drop it.
Awfully touchy for it not to be. But okay, it's dropped.
I just came to tell you I can't and I won't be bought. I'll move on when I'm ready to. It might be a week, it might be a year. But it'll be on my terms.
Don't be a fool, Hank. You know, you might think you got it made at old Aunt Tula's, but you better think twice. She's probably got you working like a dog. Doesn't treat you much better than a mangy one.
You don't know.
Okay, she dies in a week or a year, and you're out of luck. It's just more time spent with nothing to show for your effort.
Probably. But at least I'll have that memory of me and you at the swimming hole to keep me warm at night. You'll excuse me. I have to go have dinner with Jan.
Hey, how's your boyfriend?
He's not with you, so he must be just fine.
He was just with me. Maybe you should ask him about us.
I don't really care to know.
Who are you trying to kid?
Maybe you should ask yourself the same question. Besides, how is my relationship with Hank any of your business?
You I could care less about. Hank, on the other hand,
Don't like losing out to lesser competition? Is that it?
you said it, not me.
You know, Billy, you may think that you have life and men all figured out. But underneath it all, I know that you're just bitter and lonely. And all of this doesn't add up to much.
You're just mad because that's the story of your life. Always second place, second choice, and a second thought to men.
And what are you? A good time and a story with their buddies over a beer? Oh yeah, Billy. I'm really jealous of your power over men. Have a fun night.
You got a chance to do the right thing. Sure. Billy, Dave gave you every chance. Now look what you're gonna make me do. And don't think I'm not enjoying this. I've never seen what Billy saw in you.
Well, what was it tonight, Mr. Ford? Road parts or car parts?
Neither one, Miss Cheers.
Come inside. Sit down.
You don't think too much of me, do you, Miss Jeters?
3 maybe. 4 on a good day. Much more potential, however.
That's a matter of opinion. Where is she?
She's in the next room. She fell asleep saying that she might have to move on. Would you happen to know anything about that? Would you care to tell us who did this to you? Didn't think you would.
Don't tell her about this, okay?
Oh, I don't think you could hide that. Good night, Mr. Ford. Morning.
Morning.
Callie, would you go inside for a second? I want to talk to your dad.
Go get me something cold to drink, Callie. Come on, get going. Go. It's not what you think. Hi. Come on, Jan, don't do that.
Hank, I was honest with you from the beginning. I told you I would never get involved with you if you continued to act like this.
You're jumping to conclusions. I didn't
Hank,
do
stop,
this. It
stop.
wasn't.
Callie told me what you said to her the other day. Tula's decided to let Callie stay here if she wants. And you can run off like the scared little boy you are. David and Billy threatened my job the other day. If I didn't reverse my report on Tula, they'd call my supervisor and tell him all about you and me. That means all about you and your daughter, Hank. Don't you see that they're playing all the angles? They came after me because of you, and they came after you because they figured you could be bought, bribed, or scared into leaving.
What's that?
Dave had the sheriff do a background check on you. Dig up some dirt.
Jan, why?
No, don't, Hank. Even after reading that, I was still willing to give you a chance. But now, what's the difference, right?
Right.
Right.
So proud of you. I never thought you'd take the eye exam, let alone make an appointment for the procedure.
Oh, I couldn't take the chance of missing all the sunrises, sunsets, my flowers, your face. No way.
Thank you. I'm gonna clear my schedule next week so I can be with you all the way through. How you feeling today?
I've been better. Been a whole lot worse.
You know, I was wondering, would you mind taking a look at my car? And I got a couple of other people in town who are interested too.
Do you mind?
You know, Hank, you could make a good living settling down here. Cumberland, I mean. Helping Tula would just be the start of it. I got a building on the other side of town. Years ago, it used to be a garage. It could be again.
They put you up to this?
No. But I heard about your blow-up this morning.
Might blow up?
Look, all I'm trying to do is to show you some alternatives for your future, that's all.
It's a nice thought, Doc. I don't think I have much of a future here.
Let me tell you something. A man doesn't hand another one a beating like that unless he's afraid of it.
Well, you weren't on the other side of that beating.
Well, that's fair enough. Well, if you change your mind, you know where to find me.
Do you think he'll just up and leave her if he gets the chance?
He already has the chance. I just hope he doesn't take it.
You really like him, don't you?
Oh, Tula. I have chased more men in my life who were bad for me than I care to remember. I just thought I could change this one. Thought I saw something.
Well, if you thought you saw something, then it must be there. Goodness knows. Callie keeps believing so must be true.
So, are you really gonna do this bed and breakfast thing?
Doc and I are gonna try it.
Doc and you?
Mm-hmm. Doc and me.
Tula, you never cease to amaze me.
Hank!
Well, one of the boys that I had posted out by Tula's place caught him sneaking out at the crack of dawn. Mr. Ford is gone for good. Or at least he made one of a show of it.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Obliged, Billy.
See ya.
Cool seeing you around.
I think we should pay a visit to our Aunt Tula.
Shall we?
What are you doing here? You are not welcome. Jan told me how you threatened her.
Oh, can the tough girl routine, Aunt Tula. We know your houseboy is taken off. So, how long does she think she can keep up this place without his help?
Give it a few months. The place will look worse than it did before he got here.
Oh, I wouldn't be too sure about that.
And Miss Kyles, if you thought we were threatening you before, I wonder what your county supervisor would think of you turning a blind eye to a minor living here who's been abandoned by her father.
Especially one who lives with a woman who will soon be unable to care for herself.
You wish.
Nope. I think the games and the flights of fancy are over with.
I not surprised to see you two buzzards here so soon?
Oh, bravo, the hero returns.
Too bad he's a bum.
Oh, it's too bad you're a tramp.
Daddy! I knew you'd come back, Daddy.
What you might want these? Doc, I was wondering if you're still interested in me having a look at that car in that garage.
Be my pleasure.
All right, you two. How many times do I have to tell you that I don't want you here?
You're all making a huge mistake here.
Get up.
We'll end up getting what we want, one way or another.
Oh, no, you won't. See, next week I'm having eye surgery. And after that, you just try and take my house away from me and Doc.
Now, shoo!
Oh, and Mr. Ford? Tons of potential.
I knew you'd come back, Daddy. I was just afraid to say it in case I jinxed it.
Take a lot more than a jinx to get rid of me.
Mwah.
I have to apologize for being so hard on you.
No, you don't. You were right. I'm more scared than I've ever been.
Well, maybe I can help you with that.
Maybe.
Oh, Mr. Ford,
Yes, ma'am?
is that boat seaworthy?
Yes, ma'am, I believe it is.
Well, good. When Doc and I get back from Boulder, then why don't we all take a ride around the lake? Mr. Ford, please don't yes ma'am me. My name's Tula. Life is so full of surprises. After the captain died, I never thought that I could find love or happiness again. Every day was the same, and the next held no more promise than the last. But then, these two people entered my life, and they were even more lost in this world than I was. Where I thought that I couldn't care about anyone again, my world was suddenly open to a new love, life, and family. My eye operation was a success, and what I now see is opportunity to chase my dreams. And along the way, I hope to make sure that Hank and Callie finally have a place that they can call home.